So, for the uninitiated, nice loose hand, you're using your fingertips to try to touch the bottom of your opponent's legs. That's what you're looking for, okay? Just above the knee, all right? You can use either hand to touch either leg, and this is a continuous drill. Just because you touch that person's leg doesn't mean it stops. It's not like fencing or something like that. We keep going. You can attack in combination, you can feint, you can set and break patterns, you can lead, and your first line of defense here is distance, is your footwork, okay? The other thing I always try to get ahead of, especially with this class of competitive young men, all right, is that you don't want your claim to fame to be that you're the guy who's the best at the thigh touch drill, all right? Not only is that have no glory that comes along with it, it sounds kind of weird too, okay? You want to be the person who uses the thigh touch drill to become the best boxer. So let's say Joe and I are out here and we're playing this game. If he reaches for my leg, I want to move back like a boxer. That's the idea, okay? If he reaches for my leg, I don't want to hop back like this, because then I'm just reinforcing bad habits here. Try to do this like a boxer. That's what you're looking for, okay? And again, be competitive with it. The other thing that I'll say is nobody wins in a trade. But there are easy ways to get the better of a trade. So again, let's say Joe and I are out here, and we both reach and hit each other's legs. Bang. All right, that's a trade, okay? But maybe we both reach, and it was a feint, and then I go in for seconds. Or maybe we both reach, bang, bang, and I hit him an extra time. Those are ways that you can get the better of what is otherwise a trade. So try to be clever, okay? All right, everybody find some space on the blue mat.
Good, how are you?
Let's go. Right on that front foot, folks. Your number one defense. Driving off that front foot, up and out of range. Remember, pair your movements, pair your attacks, pair your defenses. Nothing standalone. It's all supported by what's around you. Remember, feint. Create some ambiguity about those entries. This person shouldn't know what you're doing and they shouldn't know when you're doing it. All right, guys, this is one of the most common drills that we do, okay? This is our jab defense drill, okay? One person is jabbing, the other person is defending the jab. All right, so I got two questions for you. One of them we just practiced. What's your first line of defense? Distance, that's right. Doesn't matter what somebody's trying to do, you can always step away if you have that ground at your back, okay? And then the second question, we always conflate these two, is how do you defend the jab? Anyway, anything. The jab doesn't own a lane, it doesn't own a level like hooks or uppercuts, so you can move up, down, left, right, in, out, you can obstruct. I want you guys to remember that because you guys are welcome to practice defenses here that might not be defenses you would usually use to the jab, okay? Things like pairing with either hand, things like the shoulder roll, things like rolling in general aren't usually for the jab because the jab comes quick and it's usually setting up a bigger punch, okay? But you guys can practice that, okay? The person facing the blue mats is going to be the jabber. The person facing the mirrored walls is going to be the one defending the jab. I want you guys to communicate with your teammate about what's appropriate, all right? So I always tell guys, if you're just dribbling your teammate's head like you're a Harlem Globetrotter, then you're not being a good teammate, even if they asked for it, okay? Find what's appropriate. The lowest level of this is just a nice rhythmic jab right at your teammate's head. Okay, but then you can build to head and body. You can play with rhythm. You can play with feinting. You can play with leading, punching where you anticipate this person to be, attacking in combination. You got all sorts of options here, okay? So play around with it, all right? Everybody find a station. Let's make this happen. Yeah. Good, and you don't have to trace, but I want those jabs quick. Don't leave them hanging out there. Snap, return. Snap, return. You can have a slow rhythm and a fast jab. Remember, if you need to buy some time, get your head right, use your feet. If you need to buy some time with your feet planted, use your guard. Yeah, a lot of things, baby. Make sure you're actually jabbing back. Pick up that hat. My folks, using that half guard, you're going to do it. Use your shoulder. Don't just sit there with your hand down. Use it. That shoulder articulates. It's active. But remember, you can feint on defense too. You can feint movement and positions. Be deceptive where you're going to go, where your head's going to be, where your base is going to be. Try to shake that guy so you're not stuck standing right in front of him. Nice. All right, folks, grab a sip of water real quick, and then we're going to talk about the next drill. If you guys like these coaching drills and you want more of this material, drop us a like and let us know in the comments section so that we can bring you more. Now we're going to focus on kind of the rhythm of an exchange, okay? So the person facing the blue mat is still jabbing, but now you're only jabbing to the head. The person facing the mirrors now gets to jab, and they're jabbing exclusively to the body, all right? This is important because whoever leads really needs to think about their entry here, okay? And that's something you guys heard me talking to you guys about. Again, if I'm working with Joe right here, if I'm working with Joe, if he goes high, he leaves himself open low, that elbow's off his body. If I go low, I leave myself open high to get whacked here, okay? So now I need to start feeling out this rhythm. Ideally, I want to create some ambiguity. Like I said, your opponent shouldn't know what you're going to open with, and they shouldn't know when you're going to open with. Today, you only have agency over one of those things. It's the when. So you need to use your feints, you need to use your positioning, you need to use your defenses, you need to be deceptive, okay? You guys have heard me say this before. I've definitely said it to Mikey before in our lessons. All right, boxing is a lot less like a foot race and a lot more like close-up magic, all right? If you're being honest, then you're not doing it right. If the person always knows what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, then you're not going to have a lot of success. You're not going to get traction at the high level, okay? And this is the first time you guys are on a level playing field, so while this is just a game of tag, I want you to be competitive with it, all right? Have a little chip on your shoulder, all right? So now, my folks facing the mirrors, you can throw any punch you want to the body, all right? So you can throw rips, you can throw uppercuts, you can throw straight punches, you can throw hooks, you can attack in combination, but you're only hitting the body. My people on this side, you guys started out feeling real great. You guys got a jab, they couldn't hit you back. Oh, then they could only hit you in the body. Well, now all you've got is the jab. So now everybody's roles are very clear. My people on this side, you're trying to hold jab range and keep your body safe and move and circle. Now you need to think about exits. My person on this side who can attack the body with anything they want, now you want to pressure, all right? You want to attack in combination, and you need to think about your entries. You need to think about getting past that jab, okay? Now, nobody should be getting walloped to the liver today. But that's on you, all right? You only have a jab. You're all orthodox fighters. That right arm has one job, and it's to stay glued on top of your liver, okay? Now, my people hitting the body, you're welcome to hunt for it, all right? But you shouldn't find it if that person's being responsible. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's do it. Find the space you belong in. Let's kick this off. through it, you know, we started out with the thigh touch drill, which is all about footwork, all right, and positioning. Then we move on to the jab and jab defense. I don't need to say that. You guys already know you need infinite endurance in that jab and shoulder, and that jab is most of what you're going to be defending. So you should really just have a plethora of ways to defend it and comfort defending it, okay? Then we started talking about giving you guys both an attack, jab and high, jab and low, all right? So you guys can recognize that give and take of an exchange. And then we weighted it, so now you guys have a tactic and a strategy. One person knows they need to get in and pressure. The other person knows they need to get out and jab, okay? So now you have a strategy you gotta follow, and ideally everybody got a chance to practice following both of those, okay? You guys saw the morning class at the gym run through these drills. You got a lot of good examples to inspire you and follow along with, whether you're a coach with a team or whether you're somebody with a buddy in your garage who's practicing boxing. These are drills that are gonna help you improve, and we're gonna do more of these. We got pummeling drills and clinching drills and blocking drills and full defense drills and all sorts of other stuff that I wanna give you guys to give you some agency for taking control of your development, even in the absence of a coach and a team. Hopefully you guys learned something so you can have success when you fight.